Millions of people are at risk tonight as monster tornadoes are tearing through the Midwest.
Iowa and Nebraska getting the brunt of the severe storms as the powerful twisters obliterate homes and farms, leaving thousands without power. This massive tornado was caught on camera ripping through the greater Lincoln, Nebraska area, one of dozens reported in the area. The wind so powerful, trucks were flipped over, trains knocked off the tracks, homes and businesses flattened.
In this video, we will discuss the tornadoes that struck Nebraska and Iowa on Friday, April 26, 2024, flattening homes and causing injuries. These powerful storms tore through communities, leaving destruction in their way, including the collapse of an industrial building, injuring 9 people. Omaha alone suffered damage to about 150 homes. Join us as we take a closer look at what happened after these strong storms and the strength of the people affected by them. And get ready, because you can't even imagine the destruction caused by the weather in these places. In Nebraska, tornadoes caused havoc in various places, like Waverly and Lincoln. Officials reported that an industrial building was destroyed in Lincoln, injuring at least 3 people. Meanwhile, in western Omaha, 2 people were taken to the hospital, and hundreds of homes sustained damage. Turning our attention to Iowa, Minden, about 100 miles west of Des Moines, suffered from the tornado, having numerous homes destroyed, as officials in Pottawattamie County confirmed. They also mentioned that at least 4 people were injured in the aftermath. Reacting swiftly, Governor Kim Reynolds issued a disaster proclamation for the county. Additionally, meteorologists verified the presence of a tornado near Pleasant Hill, east of Des Moines. The National Weather Service received more than 95 reports of tornado activity across at least 5 states in the Great Plains on Friday. In Minden, the tornado caused serious damage, leaving about half of the town in ruins, with around 40 to 50 homes destroyed, as stated by Jeff Thulin, the chief deputy with the Pottawattamie County Sheriff's Office. Early Saturday, the County Emergency Management Agency reported damage to approximately 120 homes and businesses across the county. How devastating is that? Deputy Thulin described the scene as hazardous, with several gas leaks, fallen wires, and piles of debris scattered around. He emphasized the danger of the area after the tornado has struck. He expressed that it was truly heartbreaking to witness those individuals who had lost their homes, cars, essentially their livelihood, until they could rebuild. He repeatedly urged people to stay clear due to the presence of downed power lines. Meanwhile, in Lancaster County, Nebraska, the sheriff's office hurried to Garner Industries, where they found an industrial building almost completely collapsed, trapping multiple individuals inside. This was reported by Chief Deputy Ben Houchin. He mentioned that 3 people sustained minor injuries and were taken to the hospital. Chief Deputy Houchin noted that around 70 people were present in the building when the tornado hit. Additionally, reports reached the sheriff's office about a train derailment in Waverly. Chief Deputy Houchin added that although the situation didn't require immediate emergency assistance, they hoped it was a minor incident. Following this, 1 or possibly 2 tornadoes slowly made their way towards Omaha over about an hour, leaving behind a path of destruction. Chris Franks, a meteorologist at the National Weather Service's Omaha office, said that the tornado resembled an EF3 twister, with winds raging between 135 to 165 miles per hour. Now that is something to be terrified of. But brace yourselves, because this was not all. The twister slammed into the Elkhorn neighborhood in western Omaha, a bustling city of 485,000 residents with a metropolitan area population of about 1 million. James Stennis, a recent resident of the Elkhorn neighborhood, clearly recalled the frightening experience, mentioning that they barely made it to the basement and then heard the destruction going on upstairs. His reaction was simply, "Wow." In western Omaha, significant damage was caused to several houses by a tornado, as reported by Todd Schmaderer, the Omaha police chief, during a news conference on Friday. Lieutenant Neil Bonacci of the city's police mentioned that 2 individuals had been hospitalized with minor injuries. However, even during such a terrible weather, the firefighters were out there, rescuing as many as they could. They worked tirelessly into the evening to ensure no one remained trapped. By Saturday morning, the neighborhood was filled with the noise of chainsaws. There were piles of wood from wrecked houses scattered around, fences knocked over, and trees left bare, with most of their branches ripped off. Stacy Rowe, a local, surveyed the damage to her forever home, a place barely 2 years old. When the tornado hit, they were at the airport to pick up a friend who was meant to stay the night. She recalled there was nothing left of their home, feeling a sense of dread when she first saw the devastation. How sad is that? Governors Jim Pillen of Nebraska and Kim Reynolds of Iowa spent Saturday assessing the damage and arranging assistance for the affected communities. Although formal assessments are ongoing, both states are planning to seek federal aid. Moreover, Douglas County Sheriff Aaron Hansen urged bystanders to stay home, recounting how he and Pillen encountered multiple traffic jams while inspecting the damage. He explained that largely, it was because many people were curious, reassured that law enforcement would protect the damaged property. Shortly after, another tornado swept over Epley Airfield on the outskirts of Omaha, demolishing 4 hangar buildings housing 32 privately owned planes. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, and the passenger terminal remained unharmed. Following the storm, Epley Airfield announced its temporary closure via social media, attributing it to the impact of the tornado. Subsequently, it was confirmed that the tornado had indeed touched down at the airport. In response to the tornado, airport staff directed passengers to seek shelter in designated storm shelters. They clarified that while the main terminal was unaffected, several buildings in the general aviation area on the east side of the airport property sustained damage. While the airport has resumed operations, access to areas used by non-commercial pilots is restricted to allow for cleanup, as stated in a press release. It was estimated that this second tornado was slightly weaker, categorized as an EF2, capable of winds ranging from 111 to 135 miles per hour. After destroying the airport, the storm made its way into Iowa, targeting the small town of Minden. At the Minden United Church of Christ, which was lucky enough to escape damage from the storm, they've become a central spot for lending a hand to the community. Their first step is to send out 4-wheel drive vehicles to the areas in town that suffered the most from the tornado. These vehicles will carry meals to those who are struggling due to the disaster. What a kind gesture. Pastor Eric Beal, who leads the church, explained the importance of this initiative. He emphasized that in times of crisis, it is crucial for neighbors to support one another. By delivering meals directly to those in need, they hope to offer comfort and assistance during this challenging period. The church has rallied volunteers from the congregation and beyond to help with this effort. People are coming together to cook, pack, and distribute the meals to ensure that no one in the community goes hungry amidst the chaos. This indeed is a testament to the strength of unity in times of adversity. The devastating impact of tornadoes on communities in Nebraska and Iowa reminds us of the importance of preparation, resilience, and support during natural disasters. Many homes in Elkhorn, Bennington, and Waterloo suffered severe damage, forcing residents to evacuate. Fortunately, there were no fatalities or major injuries reported, which is a relief. However, the tornado's impact also resulted in damage to power and gas lines, leading officials to urge people to avoid the affected areas for safety reasons. Now, tell us, how do you plan to prepare and keep yourselves and your loved ones safe if such a disaster hits where you live? Share your plans in the comments below. And if you gained some valuable information from our video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.